like super duper cheating stuff? Oh wow. Okay. Well,
that's not an iron shovel.
I've now got a scarab shovel. I don't know what that. That's fine. I'm sure. So what we're going to do?
We'll have to confiscate that off you at the end.
Yeah, that's fine. As I said before, I don't want to do any like super duper cheaty stuff because at the end of the day, there's no point in getting like some really cool OP stuff apart from the Cathosaurus. I mean, that's amazing. I can't believe I've got my very own Tyrannosaurus Rex that like nobody else has. That's insane. That's so cool. Thank
Everyone
you for that,
deserves
Raptor.
something unique.
Well, that's exactly it, and I think that's really, really cool. So, what we're going to do is we are going to flatten this out so it's the same level as this area.
Right.
And then once we've done that, we're going to make or decide on the size of the exhibits. We're going to make sort of the single width one to start off with. And then we can use that as a template for the sort of the next ones going forward. Now, I could probably do with a lot of my viewers have told me that if oh my god, I'm being attacked by a snakey. Get out of here, snakey. Why are you trying to attack me so much? God damn, get out of here. I've been told by my viewers quite a lot that apparently like dinosaurs can break through any blocks apart from iron. Is that true, or is that...
That used to be the case a few updates back when we were on 1.5.
Right, okay.
There used to be a configurable setting whereby certain dinosaurs, such as Tyrannosaurus, would be able to break through non-iron blocks.
I see, right, okay. So you're telling me that's not the case anymore?
Not anymore.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, then that's the more you know, guys. Look at this. We're getting all the hot tips here. Hot tips from Raptor Fairy and Tyrannus and also Red, I guess. Do you want to call? Should we call you Blue Streak or should we call you Red? What would you prefer to be called, my good man, Blue Streak? Blue Streak's highlight of the week. That's a British thing. This is coming across nicely.
He prefers Red.
Red. Okay. There you go. Red, but they'll. Why would you choose a name Blue Streak if you prefer Red? What is that about?
It's a question that many of us have wondered the answer to.
You may as well be called not Red, and then want everyone to call you Red.
We've tried purple.
Okay, that kind of works. That sounds good. Well, it's actually really good that you guys are here because this is becoming a significantly less of a challenge having all these people here to help me out with this. You guys carry on breaking this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head off and I'm going to go make some more of my stone slabs that I need to make for the roads, so we can kind of like designate the area that the exhibit is going to take up, because it will all be dependent on how big the roads are. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cook. I haven't actually got much stone left because I've used it all on the roads that I've been building. Can you guys come and put like some cobblestone on? Actually, I'll tell you what, that's pointless because I'm just going to cook it anyway. If you guys can just give me like a couple of stacks of stone slabs so we can do this. I may as well make the use of you while you're here. At what point should we have the first exhibit coming out though? Where you go? I'm just here, guys. I'm just here. Thank you, Raptor. What do you think? What's the best kind of? Oh, there we go. I've got some. Sweet. Thank you.
The real question is, what would it be, and why would it be so close if it is going to be here?
Well, the way that we did it last time is we started kind of like next to this, kind of the corner of the Jurassic Park vivarium here, visitor center, because then we had the bridge coming out of this area and going like into the first exhibit. And now in order for us to do that here, we could probably set it up so that the road goes down this way. And then whatever's inside here would be like, I don't know, 3 roads worth, for example, would be like the size of the first exhibit. And then we can sort of like have the next one on a road, and then the next one, and a road, and then the next one, sort of thing. The same way as we've done it with the last Jurassic Park. Or do you think we should do it differently?
I think stick to what you know. Okay.
Well, I think that makes the most sense. Now, how far? That's 2 out. So I think this should be okay. If we go this way, or now here's an interesting question: do we go out? Do you see at the road I'm on now? You guys are going too low, or you just change that for dirt? Okay, that's fine. You carry on doing that. Do I go out at this point? Actually, it's only taking out 2 bits, isn't it? So I guess that'll be the most sensible thing to do. The only thing I'm thinking is that one day I might want to expand out slightly, and that limits us. Whereas if I go down this one, then it doesn't limit us, and we have the ability to. No, I think I'll do this one. That's fine. We can always go out
backwards. If the previous world has anything to show for it, you're always going to be expanding out a bit.
Yeah, I mean that. But then, like in the same light, it kind of makes sense to try to keep things like as compact early on as possible to make sure that we're like using all the room, like properly. I don't know. I think this is okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go along this way like this. I don't have any more large glowstone blocks, but I could probably go make some. Do I have any more glowstone in the house that I can just nick? I might do. Hey.
Are you having to use Carpenters Blocks?
No, there's no Carpenters Blocks being used in the builds at all so far. It's all Carpenters Block free. Carpenters Blocks to me are like a last resort because they're so broken when you try to like mess with them or save them or in any way. They just end up being like, nope, not going to do the thing that you need us to do right now, and it's just very, very difficult.
Sorry, I thought those were slabs for a moment due to the slabs below it.
No, they're just straight up.
Me for a minute.
Good old number 44 stone slabs. Good old 44s. Let's have a look. So if we go into here and use this stone that we've got to make some stone bricks, which I think is that, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There we go. 32 of those. Actually, we can make 36 of those. And now we need to make some glowstone blocks. There we go. Perfect. Then we can take those and put those there. I am like on fire here, guys, with what I'm doing. This is amazing. There we go. I've managed to make 16 large glowstone bricks, which is not a lot, not like a huge amount, but it'll do for now. Get out of here, zombie. Ow. I think he poisoned me. Is everything going well? How is Operation Make Things Look Pretty going?
Yes, we're clearing this out. We're just trying to get an understanding of the extent to which we need to.
Okay. So the one that the road is going to go out like this, and I'm just going to shave off a couple of blocks worth of iron. Oh my god! Look at this zombie. He's kitted out to the danglies. Yeah, die. Ow! Oh god, he just ruined me for like. That was ridiculous. I got really hurt that I'm going to put some of my gear on because unlike you, I don't have special developer powers, so I can't really deal with that as much as you guys. Oh god, help me! Oh, I've got like 1 heart right now. That's not the best. Right, okay. So if we, I'm not sure how far back this needs to go as well, which is a bit annoying, but. Essentially, the way that the grid system works is like this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 for the road, and then 1, 2, 3 like this. So this is the way that I'm going to work out how long it should be by doing. Thank you for the health there, by the way. That was really useful. So we've got another one here, like this. And then we'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the next one there, and then we'll have to start taking out this this iron here. So is this making sense to you guys? Am I making sense? It's quite.
Yes, completely understood.
It's quite a complex build, but you can kind of like you could like Blue Streak is currently Red's currently like copying the pattern that I'm doing. So if you guys want to do that, just sort of like imitate the pattern that I'm making. Then that's going to make it a lot easier for us to get it all deciphered.
There's a creeper coming around the corner.
I see him. Oh, you got him. That's good. Good job. Get out of here, goat. Why are you hanging out? No one wants you here. Right. Yes, this is good.
Goat wants to steal your stuff.
Now, I don't know how far back we're going to go, but it needs to be like a set point where the road can turn because the grid system that we've designed like allows it because I'm being super OCD about this, which is fine because it's going to look like just a whole lot nicer if we do it this way. Make sure it's all like properly done. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you think? What do you think, Raptor? Is this how far back do you reckon we need to go? Now, on the last one that we did, this was like the halfway point. Like that was the halfway point there.
So going for very large exhibits then.
So do we want that to be? I think probably we don't need to be that far back, or do we? What do you guys think? How much further back should we go? Like how? So for example, say for example, this was like a Velociraptor exhibit or a Deinonychus exhibit, like one of the smaller dinosaurs exhibit. What? How far?
Small dinosaur. This is fine, really.
Yeah, I think.
What I tend to do with the smaller dinosaurs is, and Red and I have also started doing it, is constructing things such as climbing frames, small enrichment things. The more you have in it, you don't really need huge amounts of space. It's a question of what's actually in the enclosure.
Okay, well that certainly makes sense. I think
because what I find is if you have a too large exhibit, what ends up happening is rather than actually having a large amount of quality, it's just quantity. It's just shoving loads into the exhibit rather than actually trying to be conservative space-wise. And I find being conservative space-wise is what actually enables you to be a bit more creative in terms of what you're doing.
I think actually one of the really cool things. There's a small zombie. It's dead. Okay, it's fine. I'll take him out. He's done. One of the cool things that we could actually do is we could split it up so that actually the smaller exhibits could be like, this could be like the halfway point, and we could have the exhibit one side here and then like another one on the other side here, like if at some point if we wanted to, and then that way we can make it so that the bridge bit that goes across can actually be at the end here. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So it's like this would be the end of exhibit number 1 here. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about how big this is. So if you imagine, I haven't decided how wide it's going to be yet, but this is going to be like the space for Deinonychus, like for one exhibit. We could have it so that, I mean, this is obviously the smallest of the 3 types of exhibits. We'll have like small, medium, and then like large as well. But if we were having this one as like the small one, then the road would be, I guess the road would actually be where I'm digging here now. There's another zombie. He wants to try and take names. It's fine. Blue Streak saved me. You guys are all saving me. Good job. Now, if we get this and carry on building this out like this. So if this was the sort of like the next part of the road, then I guess that would make sense. But would we have that be? I mean, what do you guys think width-wise? Like, say that this was the road that went sort of like up this way, like this.
Yes.
Would the amount of space that's inside there, because I don't really have a good bird's eye view, so I can't really see, but is that a good amount of space for like, I mean, say for example I wanted to have like 6 Deinonychuses. Would that be enough space for 6, or would that be a bit small for 6?
For 6, it's enough.
Okay. Well, I think that's pretty cool then. I don't want to go like 8 or 10 or anything crazy, because obviously that's going to cause us problems with sort of like these groups and everything. So I think this makes sense. So there we go. That's really cool, actually. I like this. I think this is really cool. I think this is coming out really nicely.
Time, particularly with the Deinonychus, they're very good at getting up into trees as well. So
right, okay.
Always got to be cautious of that in terms of actual wall height.
Yeah, definitely. Right, okay. So we're going to have to bear that in mind whilst we construct. There we go. These damn strawberry plants always getting in my way. This is great. Look at this. Look how fast we're managing to get things done having a little team like this. It's just so awesome. God, you guys are all pro as heck. Right, nice.
It also helps having developer powers.
Yes, developer powers are obviously very, very important, very, very useful. I'm gonna just sort of cut this out here, just so I can kind of get a good visualization about how this place looks. And then it's this one here. There we go. Oh no! I've fallen into a cave. Oh dear. There's a cave here. Oh, that's brilliant. We're gonna have to just like try not to. We might have to actually do some filling in for that if that's going to be directly underneath the Deinonychus a bit. They might end up going through there. Although we're playing new Minecraft, so they shouldn't, should they? It should be all pretty consistent.
The bug that causes some dinosaurs to glitch out of the walls, although far more common in 1.6, can still occur in 1.7. It's primarily due to a chunk loading up and it failing to render the mob correctly within said chunk. This actually happens to vanilla mobs as well.
Right, okay.
But it's much rarer on 1.7.
Okay, well, we'll just have to hope that it doesn't happen too much. I'm just getting a sort of a look at this area. This is not quite long enough. It's supposed to be a little bit longer than this. And I think, actually, if we look at it, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 roads long. and it's only 2 roads wide. That'll make it it's basically like a 2x4 exhibit. I suppose that wouldn't be too bad, would it? Because then the other ones could be 4x4, and then we could have like 8x4 for a really, really big one. Do you see how I'm doing those measurements? I'm doing it by the amount of roads.
Yes, I
that
do.
can
I
be
do see
fed.
how you're doing those measurements. I think maybe we should actually lengthen and widen this.
Okay, so
perhaps by 1 road longer and 1 road wider, or
Okay.
2 roads longer, 1 road wider. What do you guys reckon?
That's fine. That sounds good to me. If you guys want to let Raptor know what you think in the chat there, Tyranno, etc. Red, rather. No, your name is not etc. Who gave you that name? That's a terrible name. Right. We can carry on going quite easily. But let's just let's take. I'll tell you what we'll do. If we take this out and make the first one like maybe a squarer, maybe wider. I'm not sure. Which means that this would all actually stay how it is. So we need to fill this back in again real quick here. In the meantime, why don't you guys tell me? Is there anything that you can share about the mod that maybe is really cool? What was the last thing you guys added that was really, really awesome? I know you've got some kind of weird was that like a temple or something you recently added? I don't think that's
yes,
in 1.6.4.
we recently added jungle temples and desert temples.
Oh, awesome!
Based off
really
Egyptian pyramids and Aztec sort of Mesoamerican designs.
Love it.
We also added the Elasmotherium.
Right. Okay. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. What's that?
Elasmotherium is a species of extinct rhino. Closely related to the woolly rhino, although it has a different horn structure. A lot of people are saying, oh, isn't Elasmotherium just a woolly rhino? A woolly rhino has 2 horns. Elasmotherium has this one distinct, massive horn.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, wow, that's really
We've actually
interesting.
spawned one for you here if you would like to take a look.
Okay, I'm on my way. This is like a super sneak peek episode about what you guys can expect to see in the
So
coming
they come in 3
weeks.
colours.
Oh wow, look at this
brown, white, and dark, sort of rusty brown.
It sounds like Blue Streak is taming that one. Tyranno is killing that one. Okay. There's lots of death going on. It's a good thing that these aren't like real dinosaurs. And
Don't worry, they're only visual representations.
Yeah.
They're not actual animals.
Thankfully, we don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff because of your super duper dev powers. If you guys want to carry on helping me take down this though, because we need to keep on getting rid of all of this. All this fantastic dirt is actually going to be really, really helpful for me in the stuff that I'm going to be working on because I'm always going to be needing more and more dirt. Like, it's a very useful substance, believe it or not. Let's have a look here.
As a terraformer, I completely understand.
Exactly. So you get it. You get it. There and then there and then.
It's something that you think you've always got too much of, and then you never have enough of it.
I think that's a pretty accurate way of looking at it. I'll tell you what. I think we should keep on going. I kind of think that maybe. I'm just not sure. You know, it's really difficult to know. Like, for example, this goat here, right? He's in the middle of the exhibit. If I'm at one end of the exhibit, how many blocks do I have to be away before like people start visually are not visible anymore? If that makes sense. Or do they just stay visible consistently?
Sorry, what is this?
So, like, say for example, if I'm all the way over here, am I still going to be able to see all the Deinonychuses at the other end of the exhibit? At what point do they become not visible?
Not rendered. I think it depends on your rendered.
Oh, so it's all just based on the chunks that you've got loaded.
Yes, it should be.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes.
So we may as well make this one nice and long then, because it's not like you're not going to be able to see them. So I think it does make sense to make it a bit longer and a bit wider. So, yep, chaps, carry on taking this out. We're going to need to take this whole thing out. This whole hill. It's like the one hill that we've come across so far in this area. If you guys equip yourselves with Manuelian or just any type of excavator, you should be able to take out 3x3 chunks of this area.
Okay.
Which will make it a whole lot easier for you to.
It's called an excavator.
Yeah, an excavator. You should hopefully use your developer skills.
Right, I've got to be very careful not to mess up.
That's it. You got it. It does like a 3x3 area.
That is just incredible.
Isn't it awesome? It's a really cool, useful tool. You've been watching the Cast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the Kefcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.